It's been 6 years since we last stepped into the original sequel Sinnoh game, Pokemon Platinum. While I thought the original team was fine, it definitely needed some tweaking. This time, I decided to ask a longtime friend and mod of the channel, Memory Martin, to help me out. She's made several teams over the years across various games, and they've been pretty solid. She made sure to make all 3 Sinnoh teams unique, and even went above and beyond to test all 3 of them to make sure they're viable during your playthrough. As always, we won't allow trade evos, egg moves, nor post-game tutor moves. However, any legendary Pokemon you can catch before the game will be allowed. With that, let's see what Team Memory made for Infernape. Alright, so as I just said, our starter will be Infernape. Infernape is the fastest and hardest hitting of the 3 Sinnoh starters, with an equal physical and special attack stat. To showcase this, we've got a moveset of Flamethrower, Close Combat, Grass Knot, and U-Turn. Flamethrower you get from the Veilstone Game Corner, or in the Fuego Ironworks if you have Surf. Close Combat you get at level 36 as a Monferno, Grass Knot you get from beating Gardenia, and U-Turn you get from either the Veilstone Game Corner or south of the dock to take the boat to Iron Island in Canalave City. With these moves, Infernape does well against Rourke's team with Mach Punch, Gardenia's team, Maylene's Lucario, Wake's Quagsire if you're feeling bold, Byron's team, Candace's team, etc. Quick side note as well, if you don't want close combat and want something with more PP, Brick Break can be found as a TM underneath the Oreburg Gate after obtaining the Bike and Rock Smash. Next up, we've got Gyarados. I know we just had it on the remastered team for Oras, but it's just so good in Sinnoh. You can catch Magikarp right after entering Jubilife City by getting the old rod from an NPC west of Jubilife. It'll be a grind to get it to evolve into a Gyarados, but you should have it by the time you fight either Gardenia or Fantina. For moves, we got Waterfall, Bite, Ice Fang, and Dragon Dance. You'll use Aqua Tail at level 35 until you get the HM for Waterfall from Jasmine. Bite is learned when Magikarp evolves into Gyarados at level 20, Ice Fang is learned at level 32, and Dragon Dance is learned at level 44. With these moves, Gyarados does well against Fantina with Bite, Byron, Steelix, and Bastiodon, Candace's Piloswine and Frostlass, etc. Bite on Gyarados is also going to be your best bet going up against Fantina for this point in time in the game. For our third member, we've got another flying type with Togekiss. Togekiss is going to be our flyer, and you get it from Cynthia as an egg after beating Team Galactic in Eternatus City. Make sure to save the game before you get the egg, as you'll want Serene Grace over Hustle as an ability. It's going to be a bit of a pain to evolve Togepi in the Togetic, but you get the Soothe Bell from Cheryl after getting through Return of Forest, and you can get a massage from the house before reaching the Veilstone Gym. We're giving Togekiss Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Ominous Wind / Shadow Ball, and Fly. If you want a higher chance of getting an Omni Boost with Serene Grace, go for Ominous Wind. If you want to be able to hit more Psychic / Ghost types, go for Shadow Ball. You get Air Slash and Aura Sphere from the Move Reminder with the Heartscale each, Ominous Wind from the Move Tutor on the route west of Pastoria City, or you can get the Shadow Ball TM on your way to Celestic Town with Rock Smash. As for Fly, you get that from Looker after helping Lucas or Dawn defeat some Team Galactic grunts once you get the Cobble Badge from Maylene. Togekiss will do well against Maylene's Meditite and Machoke if you evolve it in the Togetic and get Air Cutter, Byron's team with Aura Sphere, Candace's team with Aura Sphere and Shadow Ball, and it can also be used against Candace's team with Aura Sphere and Shadow Ball, etc. Just be careful. Our fourth member is going to be Jolteon. Jolteon's main job is to zap all the water and flying types you'll encounter. You can get an Eevee from Bebe once you enter Hearthome City, and a Thunderstone from the Solaceon Ruins as a hidden item. Memory gave Jolteon a pretty fun moveset: a Thunderbolt, Charge Beam, Thunder Wave, and Magnet Rise. You can get Thunderbolt from the Veilstone Game Corner, or by surfing north of the Valley Windworks. You get Charge Beam from beating Volcaner, Thunder Wave at level 57, and Magnet Rise from the Move Tutor west of Pastoria City. Back to Thunder Wave for a sec. I don't like that the TM for it cannot be obtained until the post-game. Why would Game Freak make such a staple move on Jolteon so late in the game? It literally does not make sense to me at all. Due to Jolteon's limited move pool, it's hard to come up with a replacement move for Thunderwave, or you can just wait until level 57. But I don't know, leave your own movesets for Jolteon down below. With these moves, Jolteon will do good against Crasher Wake's Gyarados and Floatzel, all the important Team Galactic flying types, Barry's Staraptor and Empoleon, Aaron's Yanmega and Vespiquen, Cynthia's Togekiss and Milotic, etc. Jolteon may not have a lot of fights under its belt in Sinnoh, but it should be able to one-shot or two-shot any water or flying type it comes across. For the second to last member, we've got the pseudo-legendary Garchomp. You can get Garchomp in Wayward Cave after getting the Togepi egg and having a Pokemon with Cut. For moves, we've got Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Crunch. Dragon Claw is learned as a Gabite at level 33. Earthquake can be found as a TM in Wayward Cave, though it can't learn it until it evolves into Gabite at level 24. Rock Slide can be found at Mount Coronet with Surf and Rock Climb. And Crunch, it learns as a Garchomp once it evolves at level 48. With these moves, Garchomp will be able to do good against Maylene's Lucario and Byron's team, but I would say the best battle it does well in is obviously the battle against Volkner. The kicker is I'm not sure if Gabite will be fully evolved into Garchomp at this point in time, so maybe focus on that a bit more before attempting to sweep him. I am not sure if Gabite has the power to sweep Volkner, but either way, it will dent him nonetheless. Our last team member is going to be Weavile. You can catch Sneasel as you make your way to Snowpoint City, and you get the Razor Claw in Victory Road. Our moveset for the final member is going to be Avalanche, Night Slash, Brick Break, and Swords Dance. Also, slow down there, commenter. I'm only kidding. Avalanche is negative priority. I'm not making that same mistake again. Instead, Weavile is learning Ice Punch. You get Ice Punch from the move tutor on the route west of Pastoria with some shards, Night Slash at level 35, Brick Break at Oreburg Gate with Rock Smash in Surf, and Swords Dance at the Velstone Game Corner. Weavile is mainly here for the Lucian beatdown, but its main premise is Cynthia's Garchomp. Seeing that thing go down from a ×4 Ice Punch is always satisfying. Now, let's figure out our situation with the HM employee if you don't want to keep going back and forth to the PC. One of the perks of not catching Sneasel until late game is the fact you can use a B-Barrel for most of your HM needs until then. Gyarados will have Waterfall, so you're good in that department. Weavile can be taught Surf in place of Brick Break. Garchomp can be taught Rock Climb and Rock Smash in place of its last two moves. And Infernape can be taught Strength in place of U-Turn. If you do not mind going into the PC to grab B-Barrel for Mount Coronet and Victory Road though, you can disregard this. I only leave this section here because I don't deem these coverage moves on these mons 100% necessary. I just like giving you guys full-blown movesets, that way it's more fun. The mons only really need their main stab attacks so they can do their intended jobs. It's just the process of having to go back and forth to the PC for B-Barrel is extremely tedious. I also almost forgot the held items for the team. For Infernape, we're giving it the Expert Belt. It boosts all 4 of Infernape's moves obtained after surfing on Route 221 as a second item from the man who wants to see X-leveled Mon. Gyarados will be rocking the Mystic Water, and that boosts Water Stab. Thirdly, we have the Wise Glasses for Togekiss. This is given by a man inside the building in the top left corner of Celestic Town at night. For Jolteon, we have the Magnet, which can be found on Iron Island in the room where you team up with Riley. The choice specs can also be considered for Jolteon, considering you're mainly only going for T-Bolt anyway. It's gotten the same way as the Wise Glasses, just in the morning. For Garchomp, I will leave that selection to you guys, between the Soft Sand and the Dragon Fang. The Dragon Fang can be found in Celestic Town, on the east edge behind the Pokemon Center before your first fight with Cyrus. And the Soft Sand can be found near the northwest corner of the Foggy Lake, which requires Rock Smash in Strength. Lastly, the Never Melt Ice can be given to Weavile, and that can be found inside Mount Coronet right before Route 216. Well, that's gonna do it for the remastered best team for Pokemon Platinum. Let Memory and I know what you think of the team. She spent a lot of time researching and helping me out, so once again, huge shout out for her. If you guys do like cozy games and RPGs, be sure to go and check her out. I'll leave a link to her Twitch in the description below.